In my last Animal Crossing video, I did a walkthrough of my 5-star island. The 5-star part isn't really important, but I'm not the best at staying humble. And now, as promised, in this video, I'll be doing a walkthrough of my fully upgraded house, which I'm really excited to show you guys because I probably spent more time fixing up my house than I did my entire island, which I know sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. So... So the goal of this video is to go through my house and kind of explain a few of my design choices just to give you all some ideas because it can be pretty tough walking into an empty white room and figuring out what to do with it, especially when there are 6 of them. And you know, it really helps me to get inspiration from other people, so hopefully this does the same for you guys. And I think this goes without saying, but if you don't want to see the end result of upgrading your house because it might spoil it for you, then it might be best to save this video and come back to it because I'm going to go over all of that, so just a heads up. But alright, this is the exterior of my house. Once you unlock all the upgrades, you'll have a huge list of customizations that you can pick from. Some of these will be available as you start to upgrade your house, but the majority of them are not unlocked until you get that final room, that 2 million bells, totally worth it basement. And you know, even though Nook was a little judgmental about what I chose, I'm pretty pleased with it for now. I'm vibing on those white stone walls, you know, I think they blend in well with the rest of the island, and the blue roof gives it that color to make it stand out a little more. I like blue, if you can't tell. But you're right, who cares about the outside? Let's go inside and check out the rooms. Now the idea or the theme of my house is the same as the island, where I wanted to keep it sort of realistic and practical with nothing too over the top. You know, we get these like crazy wallpapers and floorings which look great and are a lot of fun, but I didn't want to use them for my actual house. Like if the upstairs room was a literal desert, it wouldn't make any sense and my brain wouldn't be able to handle it. So with that, when it came to designing all of these rooms, there was usually 1 or 2 items that really helped me figure out the layout and which pieces of furniture I wanted to use. So like in here, I wanted this main room to have a kitchen and a living area, and I was pretty lucky because one of the first items that I got for it was this cafe wallpaper that you get from Sahara, or Sahara if you're one of those. It's my favorite wallpaper in the game so far, man. Like, it's beautiful and it works perfectly in this main room with all the windows and the natural light. It's just gorgeous. So using the cafe wallpaper gave me the idea of doing a cafe style kitchen, you know, instead of having like a proper dining room table and all that, I went with a kitchen island with some stools and a laptop to give it that cafe kind of vibe. Now you'll notice throughout this whole tour that I like to use neutral colors for most of the main furniture with a few pop colors here and there. That way it's not too busy, you know. So my shop had this red espresso machine which totally works for the cafe theme, and it helped me decide which pop of color to use. Since it's red, I put in the red imperial chest over here, which is another one of my favorite items by the way, and a few other small things just to tie it all together, like the fruit basket with the red apple, the orange pet bowl, the red coffee cup by the sofa, and oh, my bird! I got a bird, his name's Henry. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And on theme. So for this far back room, I made it the bedroom, which is almost exactly how I want it. The only thing that kind of gets to me is the hanging pennant above the bed, and only because it's blue, which doesn't go with the rest of the stuff in here. But other than that, it's not too bad. Now when it comes to the points that you get from the Happy Homeowners Association, who sends you rewards like the pennant in the mail, I know I would get more points if I used more items from the same set, but there are some pieces that I just don't like, so my compromise for that is to use at least 2 items from the same set. So like the antique bed with the console table here, and the rattan low table with the table lamp, and the wooden chest with the wooden full-length mirror. So there isn't just one furniture item by itself. I don't know how much that helps with points, but I did see the numbers start to go up when I started doing that. Also, much like my actual house, I try to have a guitar in every room, despite what my wife says, you know, because it's perfectly logical to have 5 different guitars readily available at any given moment. They all play different, they feel different, they have their own sound, and plus they look great even if you don't play, so who wouldn't want to have a nice conversation starter in the corner? But you know, it's not the time or the place. I like guitars. The room over here to the left is my office/studio, which is heavily inspired by my actual studio that I'm sitting in right now while I'm making this video. And it's kind of the same story in here. I went with a few neutral colors for the furniture, like the white desk, the black chair, the black sofa, the black end tables, and my shop had this red camera that I really liked, so that's the color I used for a few other things in the room, like the stool, the shelf, the scooter, and the effects box. The room over here to the right is the bathroom. Now I know my viewers from my Fallout videos would give me a lot of grief if I didn't include a bathroom because I always forget, but you see, I remembered. Yeah, the years of torment is finally paying off. This used to be my least favorite room because, you know, how excited can one person get for a bathroom? But after getting this whirlpool bath, the cherry blossom trees, and this blue brick wallpaper, I gotta say, it's getting pretty hard to leave. Let's go downstairs because the upstairs is the coolest room and I want to save that for last. So down here is the basement, which I decorated accordingly. I wanted to make it look as much like a basement as I could. I got my workbench surrounded by tools and this tool shelf with a sink next to it and a refrigerator that oddly asked me if I want to change clothes when I open it. I don't know, I found humor in that. And on this side is a pretty functional gym. You know, it has pretty much everything you need. A bench press, a pull-up bar, a punching bag, a punching ball. This is the only room that came out exactly how I pictured it when I first started decorating it, so I'm pretty happy with it. Now the last room I want to show you guys is the upstairs lounge, which is probably my favorite room. I just love the vibe in here, and it's all because of this cityscape wallpaper. I had no idea what to do with this room until I got this wallpaper, and after that it was a breeze. Everything just fell together. And I'm sure that will happen to you guys. You'll find one or two items that just make the room and the rest will just fall into place. But one easy thing you can do that I noticed that really adds a lot to every room is playing music that fits the tone that you were going for. Like in here, I got this KK Cruisin' playing because it really adds to that loungy kind of atmosphere. Down here in the basement, I'm shredding to some KK metal while punching the shit out of this bag or crafting a banging bamboo candle holder. And in the main room, I got this KK Bossa playing because it's pretty chill, but more so because Henry likes it. But that's pretty much all I have for the tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed it and got a few ideas from it. I did make a video of my entire island that I will have linked in the description if you want to check it out. And now for my next video, I'll be going back to Fallout 4 to announce the winners of the Quarantine Build Challenge I hosted this month. And then in the following video, I'll be back in Animal Crossing showing off the second house I made on my island that I turned into a hotel. I have a lot of fun stuff coming soon, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of it. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.